In a small village there lived a boy named Arav. He was hardworking, honest, and above all, had complete faith in God. Arav dreamed that one day he would become successful and lift his family out of poverty. Every morning he would visit the temple, bow his head and say, "God, just don't leave my side." But life doesn't always move according to our prayers. One day Arav's father suddenly passed away. There wasn't even enough money left to buy food. Arav wondered, "God, I've never done wrong to anyone, so why is this happening to me?" His faith started to shake. He looked for work every day, but no one would hire him. He struggled even for 2 meals a day. Sometimes he felt that maybe God had abandoned him. But deep inside, a small voice would whisper, "Don't stop. Keep believing." One day, Arav found a job in the nearby town, cutting wood in the forest. He walked miles under the hot sun every day, carrying heavy logs to the market. Still, he never complained. He would always say, "God, I don't understand what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, I trust it's for the best." Slowly, he learned the trade. One day, while working in the forest, he met an old saint. The saint asked, "Son, are you happy?" Arav replied, "No, Baba. I'm tired. I work hard, but I get no reward. God doesn't seem to listen." The saint smiled and said, "If a farmer plants a seed and digs it up the next day to see if it sprouted, will that seed ever grow?" Arav was silent. The saint continued, "God is also a farmer, my son. He has already planted your seed. Now your job is to wait, to trust that the fruit will appear at the right time." That day, Arav didn't say a word, but something changed inside him. He decided that from now on, he would stop complaining. He would just work hard and keep his faith. Every night before sleeping, he would say, "Thank you, God, for giving me strength today." Years passed. One day, while cutting wood in the forest, Arav found a pot of gold buried under a tree. It was so valuable that he repaid every debt in the village, built a home for his family, and gave jobs to others. The villagers were amazed. They said, "You're such a lucky man." Arav smiled and said, "It's not luck, my friend. It's God's perfect timing." He went back to the forest to find that saint again, but the old man was nowhere to be found. That's when Arav realized maybe he wasn't an ordinary man at all. Maybe God himself had come to guide him. Arav went to the temple and said, "God, now I understand. Behind every no you gave me, there was a greater yes. Every delay was meant for my good." From that day on, Arav carried one truth in his heart. God may delay, but he never denies. Whenever someone in the village felt like giving up, they would come to Arav and he would say, "What you're going through isn't punishment, it's preparation." Years later, when Arav grew old, he had everything: wealth, respect, family, and peace. But he said, "My greatest treasure wasn't what I gained later, but what I learned when I had nothing, because that's when I found God the most." And that is the true message of this story. When life seems to fall apart, don't think God has forgotten you. He's just clearing your path, making it ready for something greater. Every obstacle, every tear, every delay is preparation for a bigger blessing. So keep walking, keep believing, because God's plan is always greater than our own. Brian's the end.